Hi, loves. This is Channeling. And on today's episode, I want to talk about November's horoscope for Sagittarius. Um, let's see what's going on. What's happening? What's happening for you guys is all alleged. For interviewers only. This is crazy. What's happening in the month of November for Sagittarius? You, the people in your life, and the energy in between. You're the Six of Cups, reversed. So this is like generation and like family, and this is like you either are breaking traditions. This could be ancestral work, for some of you, but this is like breaking up traditions. You might not go to that Christmas, go to that Thanksgiving. Go to that Thanksgiving. There's this like, you don't want to partake in like the what's it, the human centipede, a round table of your Thanksgiving, because like there's this like, you really don't want to do this stuff anymore, and this could literally not be that. It could just be like internally, because this is you internally. So like this could just be like you were like done with doing this thing you did because of a tick you had, a trauma you had from way back when. Like there's just like, you understand this isn't like who you are, and you can break away from it and start anew, which is really cool. Sagittarius, Nine of Swords is the people in your life. This is fear, anxiety, like I don't know. This is weird, but people might have nightmares about you. Like there's this like, people might have nightmares about you, and they're scared of you, or like something about you is like is scary to them. I'm not saying you're scary. I'm just saying there's like something here about like there's something where they like fear you, or they don't understand how you act. Like the way you act is like, it's just weird that they don't understand it. Some of these people don't understand it, and they're really scared of you. I'm just getting that out of the way, and I don't know also to read this card, because this is really about like being scared and like fearful and like paranoid. Someone might have said something to you, and they're really watching their back, thinking you're going to strike them. And I feel like you're not. I feel like you're just like walking away from this, and you don't want to deal with it anymore. Are they haunted by the things they did to you? I could read this as that. They're haunted by the things they did to you. But they're haunted by something, right? But that might be it. So they're haunted by their own actions towards you, and they're upset at themselves for the way they have acted towards you. And you're breaking out of that and coming towards like new beginnings, and they're stuck in that paranoid state. So the energy in between is the Seven of Pentacles, which is like upright. This is like watching something grow that you've like sown, and you're watching it grow. But this is again as this is cutting off. This is completely cutting off this. Again, the people in your life, or the way you've acted before, you're cutting off this stuff, and you're not letting it grow anymore. You're not gonna watch it grow, because like this is like, you're supposed to watch it grow, like watch it grow, like watch you watching it grow, but you don't want to do that anymore. You don't want to like play the game. You don't want to play the game of life. You just want to cut it off, and like you want everyone to reap what they sow, and you want to start it now. And they're reaping what they sow because you are taking action, and you're like not against them, but you're taking action in your own life to where you are not like you're not like, you just don't want like anything else to happen between you guys. It's just this like, you're cutting these people off, cutting your own energy off of like your actions of what's happened because of this person, and like whatever that's happened with them or what they've done to you. You're like completely cutting off, letting it go, And energetically, because you've done this, it's coming back on them. They are really like, again, reaping what they sow and their karma, and they're dealing with it because they haven't dealt with it, and they're really, it's coming out now. Like, it might even come out over Thanksgiving dinner table. Like, it might come out then. All this this can really be internalizing, but this can also like come to fruition. Like, this fear and paranoia can seep out and come out, and it could probably be talked about in Thanksgivings after this, because there's this like, they say something at the dinner table, and they just can't leave it in their own minds anymore because it's scaring them, it's trapping them, and they have to let it out, whatever way that is, and then people will remember this, because they're gonna really act like a wussy, show them for the cowards they really are, because they can't do their own internal work and they have to lash out at others. It's really, I'm really getting icky. Like, I'm just getting from this person, these people in your life. Yeah, this is just, and I don't know else how to read that card. It's a pretty negative card, so I'm not seeing the positive here. I'm just seeing, and again, I'm seeing you break tradition and break away from these people. So I'm really just assuming these people aren't really good for you. The Page of Cups reversed is you, and in between. So upright, this is like, you can't do anything. You can think about anything and do it. Pretty limitless, but there is a limit. You're young. There's a limit, but you're pretty limitless and confident. This is like, they really like ruined your childhood, or like ruined something with your own kid. Like, there's this like, this literally could be like lineage, and like, you're a parent now, and like your parent or your grandparent or your mother, your father, like, there's something here of like, they really have like opinions about how you treat their kid, or like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but this is, I know Thanksgiving, right? But like, this is like, they're weird about that. They're weird about like, and it could just be like your childhood, right? And how it's really been halted, stilted. Everyone's had those experiences of like, you just like are really like, you're just stunted, and you stop growing. Like, you're growing stop, like, you stopped growing. Like, there's this, but you're taking this action back. You're taking it back. You're taking your power back, and you're giving them their own taste of their own medicine, which is really cool. But yeah, this is like, they've stunted you in some way, and you're trying to let it flow and let it go. But again, this could again be your own child, or maybe talks of you being a parent, of like you having kids at that Thanksgiving. There's this like, now I'm getting this like, this could be something, they're scared that like they're never gonna have grandchildren, or you know what I mean? Like, this is kind of how they're scared they're not gonna have grandchildren. That's what talk about Thanksgiving. They're scared they're not gonna have grandchildren, and you're breaking tradition. You don't want kids. You might not even want kids. Like, you're breaking tradition, and you're not like. And maybe you had an abortion. It's not maybe something. Maybe you had an abortion. Because this is like cutting ties, cutting the cord. So to me, this is like breaking tradition. You had an abortion. They really fearful that you're never gonna give them kids, which is your own body and your own choice to make. But they're pressuring you to do this because it's what's always happened. But that's not accurate. Please do what you want to do with your life and not what others think. And it seems like you're doing that. And again, abortion aside, like, it could just be you don't want to have kids. And and it could be this card to me is like about kids. Is like, you think you couldn't parent a kid because you never stopped being a kid, or you never, you never healed certain parts of yourself to give the child the love it deserves. Which is, this is, why does this feel so heavy? This is crazy. But like, you can always, you're never ready to have another person in your life, another being come out of you. Like, you're never ready for that. It can always work out. And sometimes a child can heal some wounds that you've had with your own childhood. So there's really no limiting here, but these people are really restricting you, and like, their opinions are not true and they're not right. They are fears and paranoias that they have of themselves, or their parents have made for them, or it was just this like pressure and responsibility that is not what you want. You don't want to feel pressured and like you have to do this thing. I'm really drawing into kids, but this could just be, again, like a trauma you have, or like just something where you're no longer putting up with what they've been dishing out to you. You're stuffing them with stuffing. There's just this like, you're shutting them up because you're walking away from it. You're not, I'm not, don't fight anybody, but this is like, you're walking away from it. I'm so sorry. But the Five of Swords reversed, to me, is like, and this is people, Five of Swords is like, sorry, upright is like treachery, having the upper hand and getting it. This is like, they don't have the upper hand, and they might have had the upper hand before, but they don't have the upper hand anymore, because, and again, I'm getting this, they had the upper hand because you were a child and they were the adults. That was the upper hand there. It wasn't like, no one has the upper hand when you're an adult. But there's this like, when you were a child, there was this like, obviously control imbalance, power imbalance. But yeah, this is like, they don't have control, losing that control, and they don't know what to do with themselves now because they have to really think about what they did. This is crazy. Confirmation here, the Page of Wands, which again is a page's again child. So I think you're really like coming into your own and your own passion, your own being, and you are going to get to a place where you are comfortable either having kids on your own time, parenting your kid how you want to parent your own kid, or healing something you did because that's what you felt like you had to do, and like, you're not letting the opinions limit like who you are as a person, because you're not just the one action you had at one time. You're a lot more than that. And that's what this card says, is you're way more powerful than you think. This has been Change Channel Channeling. Bye, loves. If you like that, please like and subscribe. Bye. This is Change Channel Channeling.